Motion on the floor.
Air detected. Air detected. Air detected. Unable to detect air.
Abandon ship!
Shadows from the grave.
Water
From the grave.
fire!
From the grave. Shadows.
On the ground.
Shadows.
From the landscape.
Shadows.
Detected.
I've got the time.
Sand on the beach.
Pasta in the pan.
Hello, would you like a patch up? Scarlet's.
Take them away! Infinite.
Blue screen of death. Black screen of death.
Ice on the street.
Fish in the river.
Final screen of death.
Dinosaur.
Darkness in the dungeon.
Pointed to the directions.
House on the wheel.
Noise in the forest.
Unconfirmed area.
Rock on the beach.
This is a nerd.
I am confusing.
Air in the clouds.
Cherry in the tree. War screen of death.
Pacific.
Angels in the Archverse.
Too much multiverses. Too much universes.
Morning ship is a fractal. Mildebrot is a fractal.
Universe in your life. Supercluster of the galaxies. Cluster of the galaxies. Group of the galaxies. Galaxy of the stars. The one is another galaxy. The second one is a galaxy. Light in the house. Water of the vortex. Black hole in the galaxy.
Solar in the system.
Earth is a planet.
Water in the kitchen. The fire of warmth. I'm watching a series. The rocks for the cosmetics. Wind of the air.
No more demons. This is a future. Stars of the galaxy.
Dramatic in the Tokyo.
Clouds in the sky. Angels in heaven.
Water everything. This creator. Fire in the sky. Area safe. Rock for the tools. Breeze for the summer. Cookie in my mouth. Fireworks in the sky. Everything is fine. I have seen this level. I have struggled in this level. I'm getting a little angry.
A triangle has 3 sides.
The food is healthy for you. Lightning discovered electricity. Enemy forgiven. Kids at the playground. Living in the house. Blood in the donation.
Safeness in the road. Virus in the system.
Same person in the fortune machine.
Physical in the ascent. Reflection from the moon.
Observe in imaginary.
Milky Way in the galaxy.
Free in the land.
Gold in the diamond.
Destination hand. Infinite possibilities.
Ice in the lander.
Adventure.
Belonging from the sandwich.
You've been given a promotion.
Check it out.
Man standing.
Mama in a box!
Controller for the PlayStation.
Line in the soul.
Hacker in the halls.
Fanta is a
Kids in the school.
soda.
Canada is a country.
Air in the balloon.
Balloons in the sky.
Wood on the steel.
Jesus in the sky.
Whales in the ocean.
You in the tube.
Games in your dream.
Basket in the ball.
Crabs on the island.
Walk straight towards the door.
Ice in the tesseract.
Lollipop on a stick.
Soup in the can.
Chickens walk.
House on the stairs.
Happiness in my face.
Galaxy of the stars.
What is a number?
Computer wins.
Bombers on the way.
Agent at your service.
Oreo found.
Flower for the day.
Frosting on the cake.
Dogs at the hotel.
Face in the book.
Pencil on the school.
Lemonade at the stand.
Ice in the cream.
Cookie in the jar.
The slice of
Bricks on the wall.
Water in the cup.
Drawing on the paper.
Plants in the space.
Calendar on the sheet. Bubbles in the sky.
Rainbows around the world.
Ship on the river.
Ducks from the pond.
Castle on the stair.
Water in the sea.
Hammer in the tools.
Basic in the church.
Pillow on the bed.
Voice recordings in the studio.
Pizza in the box.
Cakes from the birthday.
Basketball in the street.
Suffolk by the sewer.
Pizza in the oven.
Mr. and the Beast.
Animals in the zoo.
Explorer in the files.
Sharks in the ocean.
Swimming in the
Butter from the pancake.
Pizza at the restaurant.
Fries in the pan.
and cheese in the burger.
Observe in the morning.
Baby in the world.
Camouflage in the world.
Internet in the Wi-Fi.
Cave of the rainbow sky.
Grass touch.
Monkeys in the zoo.
Winner at the finish line.
Infinite on the craft.
Pizza on your sauce. Power in the tree.
People on the mountain.
Fire in the volcano.
Elephants in the zoo.
Memes on the internet.
Drive in the road.
Man on the plank.
Oranges on the tree.
Fish in the sea.
Hiding on the
Playing in the slide.
space on the ship. In the air.
Water on the
Back on the track. Water in the beach.
mountain. In the
Ice in the snow.
Image in the picture.
Time to get some rare item.
steam in the end.
Clouds in the school.
By the let's get some ass from the process.
Wings in the plane.
Applause in the
Red is A cola.
Phone at the kids.
The chicken is burned.
stereo in the madness.
Lights on the wall.
Parrot in the forest.
On the ocean. Magic from the unknown.
Business in the melon.
Week on the craft.
Right in the O.
Blanket your
Sonic and the Hero.
Tide in the wave.
Lemon in the juice.
Pigs in their boat.
life notice. Cozy in the mohair.
Trees in the forest.
Permission advice.
Marker inside the drawer.
Basket from the trees.
Hole in the skies.
Baby at the bed.
Kid on the chair.
Fire in the hut.
Rice on the grill.
Money in the wall.
Grill. Cold in the forest.
Faith in the unknown.
Cat in the cupboard.
Acid through the wall.
Hodri Depi.
Soccer in the wall.
Echo in the flesh. Group in relation.
I've got the time.
Weather predictor.
Face off to the bay.
Light by the darkness.
Balls down the stairs.
Coin. Spacet.
Bits from the device.
Acid in the factory. Brasilia.
Eggs in the basket.
Pickle in the jar.
Time. There's a waste.
Flying in the neighbor.
Flower in the plains.
Space into music.
Glitch in the matrix.
1.5 is a decimal.
Traffic in the morning.
Files on the PC.
Ankle to the people. Stone in the sky.
Cows on the hill.
Column in the box.
Volcano in the hole.
Rock on your shoulder.
Rain in the
Diesel in the barrel.
bed.
Hexagon in the forest.
Snow on the street.
Rock on the ground.
Anger in the season.
The neighbor next door.
Money in the envelope.
Trees from the wood.
Alone in the house.
Chamber in the chips.
Salt from the spice.
Stove on the tape.
Art in the ball.
Calf in the sky.
Box in the kitchen.
As a letter.
When it's so hollow.
Defender of the innocent.
Los on the Brazil.
Bar in the off.
Cow in the house.
Plane in the helicopter.
Money in the bank.
Duck in the slide.
Network connected to the internet.
Punch in the face.
Water in the bag.
Air in the sky.
Tooth in the bathroom.
Car on the street.
Face to the wall.
Area on the fridge.
Lava on the floor. Dirt on the tree.
B is a letter.
Cleaning from the run.
Chocolate on the toilet.
Pollen through the nose.
Sky on the ground.
Sky in the rocket.
Strawberries in the bush.
Secret in the house.
Fart on the bridge.
Toilets on the puppet.
Wind from the landscape. Meatloaf.
Emptiness on the void.
Sun from the
And in the binder.
Earth on the mountain.
Rocks on my phone.
2 is enough.
Fly in my home. Dive in my head. Broth in the soup. Electro in the dynamic.
Squish in the mellow.
Sorry in the account.
Man on the hill.
Laws from the kid.
Clutter in the funk.
Nature on the tree.
Neighborhood from the cubes.
Chaos by the cyber.
Lazy at the leg.
Snow on the mountain. Love in my mouth.
Snake in the barrel.
Sleep in the nightmare.
Moon from the oxygen.
Spiders on my mouth.
Max is alive. 2.5 is a decimal.
Pencil in the building.
Creek in the
Fire in the box.
Moon in the sunshine.
Loud in the house.
Strict from the observation.
Remote from the store. Paper above the school.
Kickball in my face.
Madness in the tree. Auroras in the sky.
Clear of the hypotenuse.
Criminals in the cave.
Tornado in my ears.
C is a letter.
War in the valley.
Titanic is under the ocean.
Car from the decision.
Bus in the stop. Hill on the top. Place in the sky.
Clock on the circle.
Fan on the ceiling.
Rats in the net.
Stick to the wall.
Sand on the bed.
Leveling the volcano.
Motion on the floor.
Uranium on the aquarium.
Angle in the shape.
Side not fun.
Stone in your lungs.
Murder in the mystery. Almost.
In the parallel.
Chocolate in your factory. Area will be eliminated. Under the soil. Water from the landslide. Gas from the smoke.
Slime in the tub.
Hurricane above the island.
Aim on the tag. 2.75 is a decimal.
Has been in the hotel. Sinking in quicksand. Disobedience found.
Fish in the rim. The power of suggestion.
The wind was discovered. Turn off assistive touch in the settings.
It's in the box version 2.
Guards in the city.
Arrow in the boat.
Umbrella on the beach.
Uranium infested. Thunderstorm in the forest.
Fox in the jail.
Lightning on the road.
Last night in the flag.
Enemy remain. Bees in the hive.
One tail in the cave.
Find a position. Eat at the basement.
Rock in my throat.
Slaughter in the house. Revenge to the gods. Ally defeated. Blood in the bath.
Totality in the wave.
Cyber in the
Team of the finisher. Water in the
flame. Justice through the flame.
danger.
In the room. Ice in the feet.
Virus in the system. Research of the Ogre Void for the abyss.
Love of the hell.
Came to the sprites. I live enough.
Orange in the tree.
Fire on the
Went on the ground.
Corruption on the road.
It's too dangerous.
volcano. Lava in the hole.
Peace on the fog. Viewers on the city.
Volcano in
Wi-Fi in the connection.
in the hole.
Ice in the tesseract.
Food for the dinner.
Extreme anger.
Inner.
School from the Vylon. Lodge. Gravity on the black hole.
Good morning is good.
Puddle on the pond. Lava in the bottle.
Sword from the void.
Hammer in the tools.
Artifact scratched.
Fire on the
What's on the half? The half.
Among Us.
Remorselessness from the devil. Paper shredded. Skeletons on the grave. Covered the lines. Oriental. Victim of the murder. Chicken in the oven. Archfiends underground.
Sleeping is not well.
Cars on this road. Shadows from the Grave version 1.25.
Tsunami on the horizon version 1.25.
Unity from the rats. Fish in the aquarium. Plus is a symbol. Star in the galaxy. The fishy has gone. Land on the mountain. This is the alarm. Mountain. Possible at the level. 3 is a number. Heating on the fire. The rage quitting game. Impossibility of the difficulty level. Pond in the lake. B is a letter. Contract at the rebirth. Human on the earth. Sentences are allowed. Suspended out. Multiplication is a symbol. Beaver in the dam. 4 is a number. Galaxies in the universe. Alone in the house. Square over the triangle. Towers from the universe. Supercluster contains the cluster. Non-existent before the void. The television has static. Immense levels of the scary. Simplified by the funeral. Poison of the toxic. Both on the face. Galactic filaments on the universe. Division is a symbol. Efficient on the graphic. Volcano erupted. Pi is a symbol. Lake in the sea. Brain rot from the skibidi. Universe contains the galactic filament. Rage of the face.
Men in the burning. Beach, 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 beach.
Guys, who's
Air detected. The shadows from the grave. Water on the hill. Fire in the hall. Area confirmed. Rock on the ground. Wind from the landscape.